really need to show Richard just how much the Kepler's community appreciates not only his writing, but also the personal effort that once again he has made to honor our town with a visit. Neighbors, join me in a warm round of applause for the preeminent evolutionary scientist and our friend, Dr. Richard Dawkins.
Well, after listening to Eliot giving the outline of the theory, I feel I might as well go home. I'm going to do a few short readings from the book, and then I'm going to take questions. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. I guess it works, does it? Okay. Somebody said louder. First I'm going to read from chapter 1, which is the introduction and the explanation for why this book is necessary and what it sets out to do. The Archbishop of Canterbury has no problem with evolution, nor does the Pope. He will take the odd wobble over the precise paleontological juncture when the human soul was injected. Nor do educated priests and professors of theology. This is a book about the positive evidence that evolution is a fact. It's not intended as an anti-religious book. I've done that. It's another t-shirt. This is not the place to wear it again. Bishops and theologians who have attended to the evidence for evolution have given up the struggle against it. But it would be nice if they put a bit more effort into combating the anti-scientific nonsense that they deplore. All too many preachers, while agreeing that evolution is true, and Adam and Eve never existed, will then blithely go into the pulpit and make some moral or theological point about Adam and Eve in their sermons, without once mentioning that, of course, Adam and Eve never actually existed. If challenged, they'll protest that they intended a purely symbolic meaning, perhaps something to do with original sin, or the virtues of innocence. They may add witheringly that obviously nobody would be so foolish as to take their words literally. But do their congregations know that? How is the person in the pew or on the prayer mat supposed to know which bits of scripture to take literally, which symbolically? Is it really so easy for an uneducated churchgoer to guess? In all too many cases, the answer is clearly no. Think about it, Bishop. Be careful, Vicar. You are playing with dynamite, fooling around with a misunderstanding that's waiting to happen. One might even say almost bound to happen, if not forestalled. Shouldn't you take greater care when speaking in public to let your yea be yea and your nay be nay, lest ye fall into condemnation? Shouldn't you be going out of your way to counter that already extremely widespread popular misunderstanding and lend active and enthusiastic support to scientists and science teachers? Evolution is a fact. Beyond reasonable doubt, beyond serious doubt, beyond sane, informed, intelligent doubt, beyond doubt, evolution is a fact. The evidence for evolution is at least as strong as the evidence for the Holocaust, even allowing for eyewitnesses to the Holocaust. It is the plain truth that we are cousins of chimpanzees, somewhat more distant cousins of monkeys, more distant cousins still of aardvarks and manatees, yet more distant cousins of bananas and turnips. Continue the list as long as desired. That didn't have to be true. It's not self-evidently, tautologically, obviously true. And there was a time when most people, even educated people, thought it wasn't. It didn't have to be true, but it is. We know this because a rising flood of evidence supports it. Evolution is a fact, and this book will demonstrate it. No reputable scientist disputes it, and no unbiased reader will close the book doubting it.